What you doing, babe? Is this like one of the last steps that we gotta do?
I hope so.
I hope so. I think we're just
details going on the doors.
We're just about there, guys. We are headed to Empire Dragway shortly. After I get a shower, I haven't showered in 3 days, and I still have oil in my hair from fixing the oil leaks in this car, and that's no joke. It's like literally been ridiculous. But everything scales out right. Everything's looking good, and Lady Gangster, myself, Sexy Rexy, and a few others are headed to JJ's Arm Drop. So let's see how it goes. You almost did it in slow motion?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the HustlinHorsepower channel, and here we are. On the way. Lady Gangster Racing, myself, and Sexy Rexy's back there in the bed. But the house is mobile to Empire Dragway for JJ's Arm Drop. I'd like to say we have a well-tested car, but we have a well-put-together car that hopefully everything goes well. There's 4 hours worth of testing. That might be 1 pass, that might be 2 passes, that might be 5 passes. But we've gone, well, with the last car, the way this car's set up right now, not like the way this car's set up, but the way we set that car up right off, right after being built, with no test passes, we went a 509, 511, whatever it was, at only 131 miles an hour. So, like, that's no mile an hour. That's that's way slow on mile an hour. So, no adjustments or nothing like that. Just setting it up how I felt to set it up. With the Dirty 30, we went 530s, just the way I set it up, right after building it. Just set it up. So, the intentions, the hope was to get a couple days of testing. That didn't happen. My mom had a surgery this morning. Yeah.
She's actually still in surgery right now.
My mom's in surgery right now, so prayers for that. I'm not sure why I just clapped. That's why I'm not going to YouTube super sure, because I'm an idiot. No. I meant to say praying hands, but I just too fast, you know? So,
he's praying fast.
What?
You're praying fast.
Yeah, praying fast. I can't keep my eyes closed for too long when I'm driving. So, I got to do my close. He knows who we are?
I don't know. 2 guys on motorcycles driving around. It's actually a really nice day out.
It is.
The sun's shining, but there's also clouds, and it's not too hot. So
It's a great day to debut the new car.
unless we're just used to the North Carolina heat. And maybe that's why it doesn't seem so bad, because it's not that hot.
And it might not have rained here today, so or it hasn't rained here today.
Yeah.
We got here 5:30 in the morning. I got a little bit of the video that we'll throw in here. 5:30 in the morning. We unloaded the truck and trailer in a Walmart parking lot in Pennsylvania. My grandma lives about an hour and a half south of where my mom lives, and it's a little bit difficult to get the big truck and trailer to her room. We can do it, but time frame wise, I had to get some stuff done, so we split up. I pulled the car, the truck out of the trailer.
Unloaded my car.
Unloaded her car. She shot to go pick up my grandma and take my grandma up to the hospital to be with my mom. My sister's there. Is Uncle Mom there too?
He had to take Charlotte to school. He said he was probably going to go by after.
A couple people are up there.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's not a major surgery.
Yeah.
It is surgery, but it's like, I mean, if it was open heart or something like that, we probably would have been going racing.
Yeah.
But she had a bad fall, but like it was only broken bones, and not her back.
In a quarter-mile, continue straight onto Lewiston Road.
It'd be pretty bad if she broke her back again.
Yeah.
Are we gonna keep going? So guys, we're gonna wrap this video up here right now because the GPS is gonna be telling us what to do. But we're headed to JJ's Arm Drop, Empire Dragway up in New York. I wouldn't say it was my local track growing up. Our local track was Lancaster Speedway. What the heck is going on here? Our local track was Lancaster Speedway, Lancaster, New York,
to the restaurant.
in the area of Western New York. But Leicester,
Continue straight onto Lewiston Road.
Motor City is what it was well known for. Was the local quarter-mile track. So we're going there. We're racing racing it from the front side. I don't know if we're starting at the tree. I don't know exactly where we're starting, but we're starting tree side. Water bird out only. They scraped the track pretty good, but not like really good. So we're gonna see what happens here. You see it up there? It's freaking packed.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully there's a whole lot of slow guys there, so we can get a couple more 10 passes in. Hopefully we're not the slow guys.
I hope not. Or something stupid doesn't happen. Like you try to break back on the marker or something.
Or the
Crap like that.
crank trigger loosens up and friggin' Bill Hoskins in, friggin' comes back from like 6 cars deficit at the 330. Whatever. That money was ours that day. Instead, we're going to lose the car that night.
Yeah.
I think we had a very good chance at winning that race.
Probably.
I mean, that pass right there was like a complete like. We still probably made the fastest pass to the 330 with the thing showing up at 2.6.
Rexy, we're here. Where are we? Where are we going?
Are we late to the party?
Hi.
What is this in?
VIP pit down there, I think. There's somebody coming behind you, isn't there? Rexy, are we gonna go racing? Are we gonna go racing? Yeah? Somebody's excited. So excited. Huh. How'd first pass feel, Nick?
We went like just basically a 6.0. It was on par. It went basically a 6.0, lifting at the 330. It only went 86 miles an hour.
At the 8th mile?
We've been damn near double that. So we got room to pick it up.
Taking it slow though. First, there's
So
testing.
that was the first hit like ever. Like we drove it up and down the street going 40, 50 miles an hour for about what? 3 minutes?
Something.
Maybe
Yeah.
2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. And then I drove it around Walmart parking lot 5:30 this morning, just making sure the fluid and stuff like that the transmission fluid level was good. Put it up on the brake a couple times, and it was slow. It went like a 140, 141, 143, 60 foot. I just wanted to make it get moving. So this is like, they scraped this track pretty damn smooth. If we stayed in it, it probably wouldn't have been one of the worst passes here. It probably still wasn't one of the worst passes here, but it's definitely below my standards. But at the same time, we can't afford to lose another car. We're done.
You gotta do what's right.
We're done if we lose another car. So, so listen, we're ready to go.
We're gonna make the second hit, see how well this goes. You turn it up a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. I give it my, like, a normal, like, first round tune-up type deal.
Let's see what it does. Alright, Nick. We made 3 passes today?
Yeah.
So the second pass, we bumped up the tire pressure a little bit. How'd that feel?
It was in the right direction.
And then the third pass, we wheelied.
Yeah.
We don't want to wheelie in this car.
No. What do you have the tire pressure at right now?
The same as last time.
Alright. If it gets hotter, let it get hotter. Let
Well,
it go.
the thing is that I'll even it out because this one's not in the sun.
So guys, here we are. We're getting ready to do our first round of competition in Straight Gangster here. We think we found the issue. We made 3 hits that were slower than slow, and it was pretty brutal. So we're pretty sure there was a square peg and a round hole. We think the solenoid for the dump valve that we're not using right now, but I'm pretty sure the solenoid for the dump valve was assembled improperly from the factory.
Yeah.
Creating an internal leak in the transmission, just like an internal leak that we had in the motor. But I think we fixed it, and we're gonna see what happens.
We're 6th pair in the right lane, and we don't have anybody that we're racing yet. But maybe they'll make their way up
Was
here.
that first pair?
I don't know. Alright, so we're getting ready for first round in competition, and whoever we're running still hasn't showed up. We don't even know any idea where he's at. Don't know if he's broke, don't know if he just doesn't know. They've called up multiple times, so there's a chance that this might be a buy run for Nick, which would be great because he had the issue earlier when he was making test passes, and that kind of didn't give us accurate data, so we'll see what's going to happen here.
A little fast, I don't know where your guy is.
All right, go. Buy run, step up.
Thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
Good morning, guys. I just wanted to throw this into the end of the video real quick. We had made a couple test passes and we had made it into the 3rd round of competition for the small tire race yesterday here at Empire for JJ's arm drop. Now, Nick and I were debating on if we wanted to go to Ohio because D-Team Racing is putting on an event at Tad and Jim's, which is in Magnolia. It's just a few hours away, and we originally were planning on doing that. Then we had some other friends come up or message us and say, hey guys, Michigan also is running. Mike from Detroit Hood TV is putting on his Pour Your Own Puddle out at Milan. And we have always enjoyed going to that race. It's a good time. The track, it's a back end of the track kind of race. So we thought about that. In my opinion, the drive I think Ohio was going to be like 3.5 or 4 hours, and Michigan was going to be 2 hours beyond that. So I told Nick, with everything that's been going on, like the delays that we had, you know, it was a drive from North Carolina to get here. We have to be back in New York for tomorrow because we're going to do our gender reveal with our family at his mom's house, praying that the rain holds out. So I told him it might not be a good idea to race Ohio or Michigan. On top of that, so we had made our test passes yesterday, and there was a couple different issues. I'll insert the picture there. The dump valve that's in the transmission, there's like a ball on part of the dump valve. Basically, the ball wasn't coming in and out of the dump valve. I don't know if it's a solenoid, whatever. I don't understand all the technical stuff. I just pick up what I can. So Nick was trying to figure out why that wasn't moving. It was supposed to be able to move. I think it was getting stuck in whatever position it was getting stuck in. It was changing the RPM stall by a significant amount. So Nick was working with that. He took it apart, and there's when Nick earlier said that something about a square object and a round hole or something like that, like basically there was an internal piece that came from the manufacturer inside, and it's got a cone on one end of it. So apparently I need to delete footage off my phone because it doesn't have enough memory to allow me to record new stuff. So it keeps stopping the video. Anyways, as I was saying, the piece that goes in the dump valve, I think it's a solenoid, there's an internal piece, and part of it has one end of it has a cone, the other end of it's flat. And from the factory, like the manufacturer, they put it in wrong. And I don't know how you can screw it up, because if you take that piece out, you'll look inside, there's a cone shape, like a cone receiver on the inside for this piece that has the cone on the one end, and that should have been in there. You could see when we took the piece out, the flat end had a little indentation, not an indentation, but like a wear mark on it, proving that it was in there the wrong way, because the ball should have been pushing on the cone, but instead it was pushing on the flat piece. And I don't have all the internal pictures and video of that. We should have done that, but we didn't. We were trying to get ready for the race. So anyways, Nick and some of the guys that were here helping out got that fixed. They figured that out and put it all back together. We got ready to run, I don't know, whatever it ended up being. That was our first round bye after that. Second round, Nick turned it up a little bit, and he was still feeling a little bit of an issue. It wasn't, I don't know. I think part of the thing was the RPM change in the shift wasn't what it should have been. And that was the sign that told Nick something's not right. So today, we've decided that we're going to stay at Empire Dragway. We're going to get in on some more testing and tuning that they've got from 1 to 5. And then they've got a free entry on the big tire race, $5,000 to win. We might race the big tire race, but first, before doing anything, when Nick gets up, we got to pull the transmission out so that we can get to the converter. He thinks that the stator could possibly be in backwards in the converter. I guess some manufacturers make it impossible. Like there's a size difference on each part of the stator that makes it impossible to put it in backwards. For whatever reason, the stator that's in this one has the ability to go in either way. It's not supposed to. One way is not right. And the way that you can tell that is the way the fins are facing on the stator. So that will be in the next video. I'm going to do my best to get some footage of that for you guys, and then we'll do a separate video that shows whatever happens today in testing and if we end up doing big tire. So we appreciate, we've had a bunch of people involved with getting this car ready to race. And we appreciate all that help from everybody. Nick and I definitely couldn't do it on our own. We've got a bunch of people that he is able to talk to bounce ideas off of. And, you know, whether it's the motor, the transmission, the suspension setup, the bars that, you know, building the chassis, he's got a ton of people that he's able to, like I said, bounce these ideas off of how he's trying to do things and making it work for like what we've got. A lot of people think that Nick's crazy, and part of him is, but he has an understanding, like a deeper understanding that I just can't totally grasp. And I've come a long way. I've said it before. I didn't fully appreciate the stuff that he did with the Dirty 30 because I was new to the racing. So like I didn't have an idea of what was going on to be able to appreciate the things that he was doing. And I've come a long way. I've evolved. I've learned so much that with the last build that we did on the Homegrown Hustler and with this build, like, I don't even know how you have these ideas to come up with these things. And he puts a lot of deep thought into it, making sure that it's going to work and knowing how to refine that. So it's amazing to be able to have the opportunity to be such a big part of that, and to be able to see these guys come together and work on such a cool project. We're super, super blessed to have these good friends that are willing to help us out. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, we put in the hours, it's a ton of work. We've, you know, busted our butt to get here. But yesterday, although the results weren't as Nick was hoping, it's not going to be much longer or far off until we get to that point. And I think today that might happen. So I was super happy with how things went. Nick was too. But just those little bugs that come up. And like I said earlier, you don't really, I think I said it, you don't really find some of these bugs until you've got the car actually going down the track and the motor under load and like seeing everything work together. So I don't know, it's just really cool. If you guys are ever in the area, you know, stop by. If you're out at the track that we're at racing, come by the trailer, say hi to us. We try to keep our inventory pretty well stocked. In the next couple weeks, we're going to be getting a new t-shirt design with the truck on it, the new truck Straight Gangster, and we'll put an order, you know, have an order in for those. We'll probably do a pre-sale as well, like we've done in the past. I don't know, we appreciate all of you guys supporting us, watching the videos, ordering merchandise, buying shirts at the track. It's just, we wouldn't be able to do it without the support from everybody who's involved, so we greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna go get a shower, get myself cleaned up and changed. Actually, maybe I should, I don't know. We're gonna do that and get ready for the day. We gotta work on pulling the transmission out too, so. To be continued.